This just in, the Russians, yes, the Russians have just sold the nuclear weapons to Kanye West. Yeah, I guess Kanye, and I quote, says, I need to get these bitches. They're hot, they're new, 2022 year of the nuclear weapon. Hey, I don't know. I guess get your nuclear weapons near Ukraine too. I don't know. Hey, political jokes. We're trying to say something catchy so we catch you and we keep you to listen to this podcast. Guy, it's Alex Woody here. We're winning late. We're confident late. Okay, goodbye. We're confident. See ya, guy. And we're wearing a gold chain under the shirt. You know why? Because I don't have money. This ain't real. But when you have it out flossing like this, people know it's not real. It's too big. But if you have it in here, and it's kind of popping out the side a little bit, people are like, oh, shoot. And you're fixing it so it doesn't show. People are like, oh my God, give me your money. No, but people are like, ooh, that guy, hey, that guy cool. We're always trying to be cool. The name's Alex Woody. Did I mention that? Dad, bald comedian. It's episode 218. Did I mention that? I think so. But guess what? I was hanging out with Mary and her sister Jane. Don't tell my wife. Ooh. Spin It in the Bay podcast. I don't think I mentioned that. And my sound guy, music guy, White Wolf, he took a vacay. Yeah, went to Jamaica to go find himself. I love when people say, hey, I'm going to go find myself. And then you call them, they're just like, I'm dead, sick, alive, Molly. They're just taking drugs and getting drunk and not doing anything but sitting by the water. Like, find yourself. Just say you didn't want to take a break from doing shit. Do that every day. Hey, salute. I'm really excited that the United States is going to war. I've always wanted to fight combat. I can't wait to use my head as a weapon. Da, 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 da. Be knocking out Russians. I am ready to fight. Look at these guns. Guess what? I can't do a pull up, but I can't make you laugh. Winning. We're not winning. We're not winning. My mom's winning and she gives us money, thank God. So maybe I am winning. Millennial never getting off that tit. You feel like a man? No, absolutely not. My testicles have left my body years ago. If you're a millennial living in California, most likely your parents are helping out because it's expensive. Hey, proud man. Not really, guy. I wonder. I wonder if there's any dads out there that have ever sat on their kids and hurt them, possibly killed them. I started sitting on my child, 8 years old, and well, I'm 9 now, and good parent. And I wimped out. I got up, because I started crushing him. But I was wondering, am I that heavy that I can crush someone? I think that's a test they probably do in some countries. They just get the weakest person from the village and someone sits on them like, oh yeah, I think you killed that guy, Bob. I think you need to lose weight. I think that's happened before, and here we use scales, you know. But I hate looking at them. I really do. I hate looking at a scale. You can have a great day. Boss gave you a compliment. Girl gave you a wink. Even though you're married, you say, "Hey, sorry." You turn down. That happens every 12 years. You got a discount on some tacos. People thought you had a real gold chain on, and you get cocky, and you go, you know what? I'm gonna stand on that scale, fuck it. And then you stand on it, you're like, oh my God, thank God I don't own a weapon. Thank God that they had that gun for toy auction the other day, because, whew, I am depressed right now. Thank God I live inland and not by some bridges, you know what I mean? The guy got muscles to look at, and I think I'm cute looking. Sometimes I judge my own self. Oh my God, he's gotten bigger over the pandemic. Mm. Oh my gosh. Fake chain, real beard though. Real beard. Yeah, that's okay. That's a lie. I actually hired a guy that has red brown hair because I thought that was cool, and I've been gluing it on. And it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah, it was discounted hair. The guy was homeless, but I got pretty much all the fleas and lice out of it, so that's good. Winning. Thanks, Bob. Still getting Christmas gifts in my mid 30s. Thanks, millennial. Sha. Ooh, I better not do that one. That one means Republican or something. I better do. You gotta start moving. When you accidentally do something, you gotta make sure. I remember one time I went to go point with my middle finger instead of this finger, and I saw some guy starting to look at me. Don't want to get beat up on a date. I I realized my cat might be on drugs because all he does is sleep during the day and then he goes crazy at night. He goes back and forth running. Reminds me of my college roommate who used to take Adderall 24/7. You know, Adderall, aka meth, if you're not curious to know. Um, this guy's all over the place. He's bouncing off the walls. He's like Spider-Man after he had sex for the first time. He's like, hey, I'm not a virgin, Peter Parker. You know, he's going all around. The cat is just losing it, and I'm trying to sleep. You know what I mean? I got demons that are, hey, remember when you ripped off grandma? I'm like, I can't sleep. And this cat is just like, fixing motorcycles and, having friends over smoking cigarettes. I can't sleep. Right? He's playing the music too loud. He howls. I think this guy howls for like pussy. I'm talking about cat vagina. This guy, you know how we text and flirt and all that. Cats just howl. It's a lot easier for cats. You know what I mean? You know what? Cats, they don't have the PC culture. People don't get offended if you say you want to fuck them. You know what I mean? A cat, you just, and the girl cat, they would take a look. Not too bad. Let's go for it. And then they make love. You know what I mean? Pretty simple. Here, you gotta, what's grandma like? Okay. And, you gotta pretend to be normal and not lazy and pretend you got real money and it's not mama's and real hair. It's a lot more work, and I'm a lazy guy. Sometimes I wish I was a cat. Look at this motherfucker. He gets to sleep all day. He gets a party at night. I'm like, I want to go back to college. I want to go back to being a teenager. I just reminisce, you know what I mean? And then you look over and she's snoring. And then the kids laying on you because kids at this certain age, 8, 9, I mean, they do it earlier too, but I can't get them not to come into bed, later. And one time it was 2 in the morning. I was thinking about, playing a little miniature golf with the wife, but I ain't talking about the golf club and ball. Well, I'm talking about a ball. I'm talking about a club. It's not made of metal. And trying to get it in the hole, You ever try to wake her up with it? Yeah, sometimes they get mad. They're like, ow, ow, it's not wet. You hurt me, you hurt me. And this guy, he comes flying in like it's, Studio 54 and he just got a bag of blow and we're about to party. I mean, this guy comes jumping in on, and it's horrible. He was choked on it. He was cut off with the jump in the middle of the bed because I was going to her side. You know what I mean? And she has a side. They always pick a side. Did you know that? It's just like fucking teenagers with politics. They always pick a side, either right or left. As you get older, you go more to the middle. You're like, I gotta like both sides. That if you're smart, I don't trust a guy that's fully right or fully left. Don't. You trust a fully left, you're gonna be in for some ear beatings. Let me tell you, you go fully right, you probably get a couple punches in the arm. They're gonna be violent with it. They tell you with whiskey flowing, antlers on their head. Hunters, they don't care about animals. Cats, jealous of you guys. Now here's the thing: they don't live that long. So maybe God made a deal. Like, look at, you're gonna be able to sleep all day and party at night. People, for the most part, 90% of you guys, if you're lucky, they're gonna take good care of you, give you food, rub your tummy, let you listen to music, Mariah Carey, right? Maroon 5, you let the dogs out, right? That's a jam, even though you're a cat. Hey, big breaking boundaries. You're gonna get all this, but guess what? At the max, if you're lucky, you're probably gonna live up to 18, 19 years old. Okay? We got a deal? And he just does the deal for you because you never have a decision. Unless maybe we do decide. Maybe God comes to you when you're in the womb, but you just don't remember. And he's like, Tells you about the family. What do you think? What? And then you're born. The ones that failed, maybe they didn't like the situation, you know? So we've got that going. Fake chain, winning, winning. Thanks, mom. And I mean, maybe we got to do all the work and deal with all the bullshit because we get to live longer. That's the deal, you know. I could make up a religion, let me tell you. I could write a whole fucking book. I treat people kindly, so I'm treated kindly. Okay, religion. So good things happen to me. Okay, religion. Yeah, yeah, selfish. Yeah. I I want all groups, the gay community, the black, the Asian, who we missing? The non-binary, the women, cats, dogs. I mean, you name it. I want all groups to be treated fairly, so I can make fun of them and not have to worry about being canceled or deal with a dumb tweet, or death threats. I mean, let's just all treat everyone equal. That's the problem. Not everyone's treated equal and people get sensitive. But if everyone treated equal, it'd be a fucking party. No one would give a fuck what you said. No one would be as sensitive. And we'd be having a gay old time, you know? Ugh, I hope we get to the point. I mean, that's, I think, every comedian's dream, right? Which, by the way, I'm going to be in Redwood City this Wednesday. It's called a Wacky Wednesday show. We'll see how wacky it gets. Maybe I'll take it up a wackiness. And I mean wacky with humor, not wacky. Okay, I'm not that weird, guys. Comedy. And so we're doing that on Wednesday. I think it starts at 7, and the details are on my Instagram _AlexWoodyComedy. I'm also on Twitter, but more details on the Instagram. Twitter is more for, venting about mom's cookies being underdone. And then we got a show. It's one of my shows I'm running. It's a new show, okay? Brand new show. It's sold out, but I bet you I could sneak it in. It's in Hayward. We're talking about the Bay Area, folks, if you're wondering. Northern California. We're having a great show at a biker club. I know. It's all right, guys. They seem nice. It's at a biker club. It's almost sold out, okay? And it's like all renovated. They've got, I mean, these guys are like, I mean, it's the Bay Area. They're like tech motorcyclists. Okay, they're it's all nice. It's not like Sons of Anarchy. They're not rolling up and bringing people in and slice them. So, or I don't think they are. But it's gonna be an interesting show. I got a great headliner, and I am really excited for that. You notice how I'm pausing a little bit because I gotta get to the notes too. Also, I got a couple news stories I want to share with you, but it's only a couple, okay? I went real dumb this week and didn't read much, didn't look at much stuff. I was just like kind of done with the phone. You ever 1 week you're like, ugh, it's too much. And so I've been just chilling, which is good. Winning. Big chain. Mom's money. A trans person, in trouble, and a DJ are similar in the fact that the professional ones, you can't tell when they're transitioning. My grandma told me to tell that joke, so shoot her, okay? Some days I like to fuck, I need to read a book. I think that means some days I tell myself, fuck, I need to read a book, okay? Sorry for the language, grandma. You ever feel that way? Like I just said, putting the phone down, it's just like, I gotta read something, you know? So, I read a book, How to Be a Better Lover, How to Fuck Better. That's the name of the book. I wrote it. So I wrote a book. It's one page. So that's cool. If you went up to a chick and said they were hot and you would do them, you would be blasted for being a weirdo. Maybe, unless you got my looks. I'm like, hey, winning. Gold chain, mom's money. Hi. You'd be called a creep, a dirt ball. What else did they call me the other day? No, I'm kidding. But, oh, that was a nasty burp. But if a woman did that to a guy, the guy would go like this. Watch, the guy would go like this. What were you saying? Why are we so different? Why are men and women so different? Now, there's definitely some exceptions. There's definitely some guys, I bet you, maybe eunuchs. They're not really into sex. Don't eunuchs read the Bible all day up in the mountain? And then, there's some horny women out there. There's some women you could probably go up to and say, hey, look, a guy, if I give you 25 bucks and go on a date with you and meet your grandma, you want to hang out in Motel 6 and not watch TV? You know what I mean? There's definitely some, but very few. Men were just, it, it's, it's odd. It's very odd. I remember, though, a chick approached me in the seventh grade to have sex with me, and I turned it down. She was disgusting. She had sex with pretty much everyone, including the vice principal, the teachers, the mascot dog we had. Go Huskies. She was all over the place, and I remember being extremely horny. I had a friend fucking in sixth grade. And I was like, well, I can't step my game up. You know what I mean? I didn't even know what he was talking about. I thought he was talking about, kissing. But parents never had the birds and the beach out with me. But this chick, she approached me, and I just remember being like grossed out. So there's some of us that have turned down. Hey, hey, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. I was a pimp back in the day. That was the only time I really wasn't a pimp. Didn't lose my virginity until I was 45. I'm 33. So we're just so different. It's very odd. Oh, and I read, this is not a lie. I read, it was just posted in the news today. Some guy was having pain and he thought he was having like a hernia, and they cut on the side of him and they found women organs like vagina, ovaries, and then I guess when he was born, he had one testicle, the other one was like up in him, they call it like shrunken or whatever, and that was there hanging out. There, of course, it's a testicle, it's a woman, part. But how odd would that be? You go through life. This guy was 68 years old. You go through 68 years of your life, and you find out the whole time that you're half man, half woman. Now, do you live that last part as a woman and let someone fuck you on the side? That's a question you have to ask your therapist. I don't know. Look it up though. Real, fake chain. This is not real, but that story is. Uh, as a kid, I thought a brothel was a restaurant that serves soup. So you can imagine my mom's face when I told her where I wanted to eat for dinner. Your dad goes there a lot. What the hell? He take you there? I'm 7. What? I love clam chowder. He got crabs from there. I saw a self-deprecating Prius. Yes, the car, Prius, Toyota Prius. Self-deprecating. It had a bumper sticker. That's how I knew it was self-deprecating. It had a bumper sticker that said, "Cool Prius," with the exclamation point. And then it said, line, nobody. This guy is basically admitting his car is horrible and not cool. This guy was like so cocky and confident. He's like, "Yeah, I know my car's lame. What's up? I'll even put a bumper sticker to remind you how lame it is." That guy, teach me how to have your confidence. Maybe I should be having shirts that say, "Hey, fat, tiny wiener, bald guy," and just walk around like, "Yeah, what up? I know who I am." I was filling out a form the other day, a unemployment, and it said, it asked me if I was a male, female, or unknown? I'm not even making this up. Unknown? How do you not know? Unless maybe you're that guy with the vagina. Maybe he was questioning his sexuality. Maybe he was unknown. You think you just put like other, right? Unknown, huh? That's a one you think about when you're stoned. You're like, what? It's not even like that big of a question. You're like, what is that unknown? We think about stuff that's meaningless. I always pick a password a hacker isn't gonna guess by looking at me. So my passwords are always like huge hog. Oh, my son gave me a compliment tonight. I was standing in the kitchen. He goes, "Daddy, you're the best at eating." I told him with lots of training, he can do great things with eating too. Doing a podcast and being unknown is like being a protester with no other protesters with you. I saw a guy protesting by himself. It was the saddest thing I ever saw. I seen. I was about to go over there, but I didn't want to join the KKK. Gay guys always call women sluts. Hey, slut. Women never get mad when they do that. But if a straight man, goes slut, he gets in trouble. Is it the gay or the straight, or is it how you said it? If I went up to a woman friend and said, "Hey, slut," would she get mad at me, or would she laugh, think I was impersonating a gay guy? Do you think that guy that has the woman organs on his side is now saying, "Hey, slut"? These are questions that need to be answered. This is when I wish I could talk to God. Hey, can you answer some questions for me? Lately, I've been doing smaller gigs, aka performing in front of my family. Love COVID. Omicron. Why don't you join in? Let's do some jokes together. Let's do a bumping mics, me and Omicron. Ha ha ha! After every joke. Ha ha ha! That's Omicron. Yeah, pitching in his 2 cents. It's been real great. Hey, let me tell you some jokes. Ah, you're gross. That's not funny. They're too honest. You know what I mean? I want some strangers. Because you know that strangers just laugh because it's so awkward and you're right in front of them. They'll just laugh and make you feel better. But family would be like, structure is bad. Really? That's not real. Not funny. Oh, gross. Misogynistic. Stupid. Racist. Horrible. I'm like, you're scratching all my jokes. Thanks, babe. Now I'm a comedian anymore. Let me tell you, best audience I had at home, the stuffed animals. They don't say shit, and they're still sitting there with a smile. You ever hate your chick, and then you have sex, and then all of a sudden that hate goes away? What is that? Are we just hating because there's no sex? Only a marriage counselor will answer that question. Coming this summer, 2022. The fire alarm goes off so much at my work that people don't even go stand outside. Yeah, I think like be on the lookout. I think everyone in my building might die soon because there might be a real fire and then no one's gonna leave. Right? Weirdos, I'm not gonna tell you my building. Starts with Disneyland. No, I'm kidding. Starts with Universal Studios. Kidding, kidding, kidding. You guys know I don't work. Winning, fake chain, mom's money. I was getting high the other day, and you ever forget you're high? And then like your normal thinking's not going on. You got the weird weed thinking, but you're not realizing it. It's your thinking. It's your thinking, and you're walking down the street and you see someone that walks by you and you say hello and they just look down They don't make eye contact with you. What is it with those people? They always trip me out, right? Well, it's happened to me. And I forget I'm high. And after I pass this person, I make it to my hike. And I start looking down when people are walking by me. And I realize this. And I'm worried that I caught a case of the downs, the looking downs, And this whole time, I just looked down. And then, am I kooky, weird, why is weed legal? It's probably not good for you, thinking, I think mosquitoes are seasonal. Uh-uh. I start feeling key, key. Guy, I'm so popular with the mosquitoes. I feel like a choir boy that's brand new to a Catholic church. I'm getting eaten alive. You got to try this, guy. That's what the mosquitoes are saying. They love me. Am I like a big roasted hen? What am I? A big turkey to them? They fucking ate me alive. I wish women treated me like this, but I wouldn't be married. I wish I had this many podcast subscribers when they heard this. Oh my God, you got to hear this guy. I wish maybe I can get convinced the mosquitoes to listen to the podcast. But I'm telling you, I had to put my hood up. I was like a celebrity. I had to put my hood up. They kept biting my fucking dome. You know? For a second, I thought I was just high. I realized I was high. I didn't have the case of the downs. So I'm looking up and I'm feeling all this. I'm like, nah, they're mosquitoes are seasonal. I'm like, it's my sweat. I'm stoned. And then it was actual mosquitoes. I'm like, this is. I felt like Kanye, hey, don't look at me. I'm a genius. Kanye's coming out with a documentary series called Genius. You know someone's cocky when they think they're a fucking genius. And he is, damn it. I voted for him. Kanye, 2020. I didn't. I didn't. I voted for my mom because she's number one in my eyes. Um, That's it, I think, for my notes. By the way, we're going to get to some news stories real quick, but first I got to throw out the sponsor because I love these guys. I have one sponsor. I'm putting up two fingers, but it's actually a big one. I have one sponsor. I love these guys. I think I owe them some money. Paul, I'll get you the money. I love these guys. Silver Tongue Audio. Great place. Go to silvertongueaudio.org. They're a podcast distributor. They host podcasts on their website. You can listen on their website actually for free. And my podcast is on there. There's another podcast called Days and Disturbed. It's really funny, dark, and creepy, but Mary Jane is involved, so you know it's goofy. And then they got this other podcast. I'm friends with a guy on it, the guy I talked about, who I made a little money to. Paul, he is on the MPC podcast. And that one's a video game podcast. They talk about video games. They work on video games and the industry. It's very interesting. It's very fun. And they also talk about addiction. So they have no clue what you're talking about. Guys, go to silvertongueaudio.org. Yeah, .org. Pretty fucking cool. And listen to some free podcasts. You know what I mean? Without the Spotify ads and all that mumbo jumbo. Oh, sorry. Spotify, they're great. Yeah, yeah, right, guy. This podcast is on, actually. I love it. News stories of the week. China brings back anal swab testing for COVID in world's most brutal lockdown 2 weeks before Winter Olympics begin. Yeah, they're like, bring in the gymnastics team. Guy, people didn't believe me when I was showing this, and then I started finding other news sources for this. This is real. Look at the diagram. Thank God we don't have to do this. But let me tell you, if the government started doing this on us, I would have the nastiest farts lined up. I would eat clam chowder, I would eat my wife's chowder, and I would just, even maybe if I'm really pissed, diarrhea on their hand. This is too much, but it really, it's their country. They get to do what they want. China, they're the best. They're the best. You know what I mean? So, this is nuts stuff, And it's kind of like a creepy uncle, like, oh yeah, yeah, pull down your pants. I mean, they know the Winter Olympics are coming. They know the most beautiful people are coming. The most in shape people are coming, and they want to do the anal swabs. And how more accurate is it? People are protesting out there. Japan is saying it's undignified test, psychological distress. Yeah, can you imagine coming in the country and saying, hey, I gotta put something up your ass? I'd be like, oh my God, let's party. You know what I mean? But not everyone's like that. So This is funny. This is kooky. This is weird. And it's our first story. Pillow Fight Championship. Guy, this is real. It's the PFC. And let me tell you, I was disappointed. I was like, oh my God, Pillow Fight? They're going to be in pajamas, right? Uh-uh. Look, they're not in pajamas. Guy, you can't have, you can't, oh my God. You can't have pillow fighting unless you're in pajamas, okay? In my league, you can't wear bras. No, I'm kidding. I'd be fired. But we're making everything a professional sport. This is fucking nuts. What's next? Squirrel hunting? This is.
It cannot always be night.
Oh, and they got the Kanye music going. Look at this guy. He thinks he's so fucking cool. You're hitting someone with a pillow. Yeah, really cool. So sorry about that. You guys wasted 20 seconds of your life. Well, you are watching this podcast too. Um, Disney film under fire for characters, unrealistic body proportions. Oh yeah, guy, who gives a shit? It's a fucking cartoon. Get a job. And the daily horoscope. My birthday is April 22nd. Taurus lands on 420. That's when it starts. So you know it's the stoner horoscope guy. I love it. It's the bull. That's how I fuck with my head down. This is the daily of today. Put your own needs first this week and don't worry in the slightest how other people are doing. That may sound selfish, but this is one of those occasions when you need to be tunnel vision to get the best out of your abilities coming your way. Are you fucking kidding me, guy? You're telling me be narcissistic? I'm there, guy. You're telling me selfish? I'm there, guy. I like how it says, this is your week to not care about anyone. I'm not telling you to be selfish. Oh yeah, really, guy? How smart are you? You fucking horoscope. Yeah, I mean, never trust a bull. Stock market's going down. So, yeah, I better get on that Bitcoin, just in case. Crazy lunacy. Just life is just loony, right? Guys, make sure you go on my Instagram and follow me on _AlexWood Comedy. I've been posting little fun clips from shows. I'm also on YouTube. This is probably where you're watching the video, but I got another page, Alex Wood Comedy. I'm posting little things on there too. We're getting it going, guy, and we're having fun doing it. All right, that's what this podcast is about. I appreciate you guys listening. No music, just a cold out, just me staring at you. Winning, fake chain, mom's money.